Hi and welcome to this video on layering within landscape photography. What I'll be doing today is running through a number of different scenarios on how to layer landscape images, both from 2 layers through to multiple layers, and also how to focus stack and also how to exposure blend on location. So how to capture those initial images. I have done other videos on exposure blending and focus stacking already, and those I'll put the link in the description below. So once you've watched this video, feel free to check those out. So what I'll be doing is running through a different number of scenarios, both with and without sky, with reflections, so that you can see the process that I go through and the resultant images. So let me scope out the location now and get set up, and we'll then start with our first image. And in scoping out the scene, this is the image that I want to capture. We've got the grass on the left, the heather as well, the colours of the heather in the foreground, and also the gorse in the middle ground, with the trees framing it in the distance. So let me get my gear set up and we'll get going. Okay, so first off is the tripod. I'm going to keep it low because I want the camera to be low. I want to make sure that we cut out that fence just below the trees. And then let's get the camera mounted, and then we can start to frame our composition. I've got my 18-135 lens on today, so I think that one should be a good one for this composition. We'll put the lens hood on to cut out the glare of the sun. So you can see here the composition that I'm aiming for. I've got the heather bordering it at the bottom. I have the gorse on the right and the grass on the left, plus the trees in the background. So now let's take 3 images. One focused and exposed on the foreground, heather. One exposed on the midground and the grass. And one exposed and focused on the trees. I'll now merge these in post-production, and what I will do is, before moving on to the next layered approach, here's the final image that I've captured on this location. So I've moved around now for the second layered shot. And in this one, what I'm looking for is heather in the foreground, as you can see on the image. The gorse, I'm just going to zoom it in just a little bit. I just want the gorse to edge this image. And what I've got is the sky as well included in this layer. Now you can see it's really blown out at the moment, but what you'll see in 1 second is when I do the stacking of the 3 images, let's do the foreground. The sky is really blown out like that. Now let's do the trees. And now finally let's do the sky. And now you can start to see the detail coming out in the sky as well. Let's now take a look at the resulting image from that, but you can see how I'm using the same technique to layer the foreground, the midground and the distance as I did in the first one, but in this one the exposures will be quite dramatically different, so they'll take a little bit more exposure blending. And in this image I'm going to again capture 3. I may actually go for 4, because what we've got the foreground gorse bush down here. I'll show you on the screen. Then we've got the heathers creating a layer, but we've also got the hills in the background before we get the clouds. Now I really do want to get some details of the clouds. So let's capture this then. I'm going to capture the first one on the gorse in the foreground. So I'm hand holding it this time because the tripod's a much higher setting this time. Let's get it up play. Right, now we'll expose it and focus it on the heather in the midground. I want to get one, I'm not sure whether I'm going to need to use it, of the mountains. It may be that I can go straight for the sky, but I'm going to use one on the hills in the distance. And then finally, I'm going to do one on the sky. I really like the texture in the sky. You can see when I expose for that, there's some really good texture there. So right, so that's captured our 4 images. I may use 3 or 4. I'll let you know in the final image. Here it comes. Now I've done the post-processing. So let's have a look at reflection shots now, because what we've got is a foreground reflection. Reflections typically are darker than the actual subject. We've got some really good rays coming out from the sun if we take a look at that. So I'm going to capture this in portrait mode. So there are some amazing textures in the sky now. So what I'm going to try and do is also capture these reflected in this pond. So my first image is going to be focused and on the pond and exposed for the pond. My next one is going to be the grass bank on the opposite side. And my last one is actually going to be the sky. I'm going to zoom in on that bright bit there, because there's some great texture in that sky. And then what I'll do is I'll explosion. Sorry about the reflections on the screen, by the way. It's because the sun is now directly on my gimbal. By the way, none of these have been taken with polarizer, so I just wanted to make sure that they were all unique, just so you can get the hang of the technique. And now we've got our 3 images. The sun is very slightly burnt out, but we could deal with that with a little bit of cropping as well. So let's see what that image comes out like, and let's see what this final image looks like. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope that you found this tutorial useful. And please remember to like and subscribe and share this video amongst your fellow photographers. I'll see you soon.